I wanted to start off by saying thanks for everyone who subscribed to my channel and left a comment or a dislike, a positive comment, or a negative comment because it was feedback. But today I wanted to talk about something that I was thinking about from Sir King's last live, which is titled "Wow, Miss All That Tells the Truth." Um, First, before I start talking about that, I did want to say that I am not the boy's mother that was in question in this whole situation. I just happened to be in the chat that day when there was a Duchess Kelly Love page there, as well as Jason. We were all in the chat that day. So I was just like a witness, that's all. But back to what I was thinking about. That live that Sir King did the other day, and I don't want to keep dragging this out because I know people were like, we're going to stop talking about it. And that's fine, but I just wanted to address these things quickly. It was a live done on 8/23, which was August the 23rd, and Miss All That had got on Sir King's StreamYard, and she was explaining how her and Jason had a falling out. This is verbatim. Excuse me, this is not verbatim. I'm summarizing. At the 48.54 mark, Miss All That explains how her and Jason had a falling out. Something about she had an idea for him to be like Howard Stern, and she could be the black woman that Howard Stern used to have on his show. I can't remember her name. I think it was Robin. But she had that type of idea. He wasn't feeling it, and so they had, a falling out because of that situation. I believe Miss All That is Ness No Mess's ex-moderator, allegedly. And I'm just referencing some people's names, not so they can feel like I'm trying to throw shade on them. I'm just bringing them up because it plays into the situation. So she allegedly is Ness No Mess's ex-moderator. And she was the one who was trying to get Jason and Ness to have a conversation on Ness's live called The Lies, which was done on July 26th or July 27th. Now, my thing is that was, I want to say, a little over a month ago when Ness did that live, and Miss All That was trying to bring Jason and Ness together. But what's standing out to me is that it's not making sense that all of a sudden this is all being brought out about this granddaughter. I'm not saying it didn't happen. It just seems weird that Miss All That will start speaking about this now. Because if I'm not mistaken, Sir King did mention that this didn't just happen, the incident with the granddaughter. So I'm just trying to understand, why is it just being talked about now? Why is the outrage so high right now? If this really did happen, the receipts that Sir King provided on his live that he did the other day, in my opinion, anybody could have came up with it. It didn't have a date on there. It didn't have a name, like a face, a picture of Miss All That from her phone or her kid's phone. It could have been blocked out, but all it was just writing, which could have come from anywhere. And my suspicion about this is that, why is it just now being like, what is, I'm not saying it's not a big deal, but why now? It looks almost like this was on purpose, because if you just did that live on 8/23 with Miss All That, and she's stating how Jason is so bad, she didn't know that he was like that. Why is it a week after 8/23, or almost a week later, you give Sir King this information about the granddaughter? Like, you never mentioned that on 8/23. You said that y'all falling out was because of the your idea she had about Howard Stern, and he didn't like that, and he wasn't interested in that. So now, did this incident allegedly happened right after that when y'all stopped speaking to each other. But I'm just confused, like, as how this all came about. Um, because quite frankly, if somebody did that to my grandchild, I would have been saying stuff about it. I would have been saying things about that to the police, to whoever I had to say it to make it known. Not waiting until something happens and then, oh, okay, well, now I'm going to tell it. Okay, now this happened. And go ahead and throw this out there, Sir King, because this is what happened to my granddaughter. It was kind of interesting. I might be picking, but on the live that Sir King was showing the proof with the text messages from Miss Alldat, the text message from Sir King said, "Sorry, he contacted your daughter." And then Alldat responded by saying, "Me too." Well, first I thought it was the granddaughter. Why is Sir King saying, "Sorry, he contacted your daughter"? And Miss Alldat didn't make him say, "No, it wasn't my daughter, it was my granddaughter." You can go and see that text message at the 35.32 mark, where Sir King is showing the proof of the text messages that he had from Miss Alldat. Moving right along. Another thing I wanted to talk about was I wanted to know if the information that's coming out about Sir King, is this really you? Has this been confirmed? Like, did you confirm that you are Kevin Height? And the reason why I asked that question is because the other day, Sir King had made a live, and I believe this live was also in the live of Wow, All That Tells the Truth, and he was very upset with Goddess that day. Again, I'm bringing in other names for reference. When he was on that live, if you start the live around the 12-minute mark, you'll hear Sir King stating that someone, he was referring to Goddess, gave out his information. I believe it's the 12-minute and 30-second mark. And Sir King is saying to Goddess, "But you come after me. You want to come after me, trying to dox me and share my information." Now, from what I'm familiar with, usually when people are referring to things that belong to them, they say my. Why would he say you share my information to Goddess? He said that to her. Why did he say my? Because if it didn't belong to him, like if he's not Kevin Height, do you think he would have said that's just not me? Like he did before when somebody said he was someone else? He said that's not my picture, that's not me. But why is it this time he said trying to dox me and share my information? I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just picking, but I felt like that was him inadvertently confirming that the information that Goddess has about him is absolutely correct. So I just wanted to know more about that. And lastly, I wanted to talk about Lemon. Lemon is really something. Like at first I really did like that trio, Lemon, Sir King, and Custard Man. But now I'm looking at Lemon like, what is going on with you? Like, you're a moderator, but you're always up on the StreamYard. And I know that's his right. He can do that, but it's kind of weird. Like, what are you a moderator for? I mean, don't moderators moderate things? Isn't it kind of hard for you to do that when you're always constantly up on the StreamYard? It's just a question. There's been some odd behaviors that Lemon has been distributing that has made me look at him, in another way. And when I say that, for example, he does this many of times. Like he will, if somebody's asking Sir King something, he'll just I mean, disrupt the whole thing, and he will say whatever it is that he's thinking or whatever it is he wants to say. And I'm like, does he think it's his show? Are you really like trying to fight for the spotlight? But that live the other day that Sir King did, it was once again, wow, Miss All That Tells the Truth, around the 1 hour 34 minute mark to about 1 hour 36 minutes and 15 seconds mark. You have Lemon once again talking about a whole bunch of nonsense. He's doing it many a times through this live, if you pay attention. I wrote down different timestamps because he has done it so much, but the big one was the 1 hour 50 minute and 20 second mark to 1 hour 50 minute and 5 second mark. Excuse me. 1 hour 50 minute and 20 second mark to the 1 hour and 51 minutes and the 5 second mark. So pretty much is 150 20 seconds to 151 5 seconds. And you're going to hear Lemon bringing up Sir King's identity. Okay, is that you? I want to address this. I want to talk about if that's you or not. And Sir King totally shuts him down. And you can tell he was not playing, and Lemon was just stuck. And it was almost pathetic because it's almost like Lemon is this child that's like wanting to be the best student in the classroom, I guess. Like, look at me, look at me. It comes across very like pathetic and sad because it seems like people have been boosting the ego of Lemon, and they're telling him, oh, you're the level-headed one, you're the one, the voice of reason. And now it's like he's totally going mad. Like, he always has to speak. He speaks out of turn. He's constantly apologizing. And then he went back on something because he made a remark about something that Lemon said, something about Sir King told him, Lemon, you need to stop. You need to stop talking. You need to stop saying it. And Lemon, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I'm doxxed. I told you I don't care. But yet, you turned around and you contradicted yourself in that same live and said that the reason why you didn't put your video up is because somebody, I think it was Duchess, was saying how people dox and all that. And then Lemon, oh, that's why I didn't put my video up. Well, it's either you care or you don't. Okay? You're the one who said that you was going to put up the video proving who you were and you were going to talk. You were going to speak. You said you were going to do that. Nobody twisted your arm to tell, make you say that. You said that that's what you were going to do. You were very belligerent. You were cursing. You were upset that day. And you was saying, okay, I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to upload a video with me talking. And it's never happened.